you're not allowed to take pictures of dead Americans that are being killed. And, I think there should be some level of transparency there when America should see what is happening, what is the cost, because it's real easy for Americans to sit there and allow these young kids to go overseas and fight and die or be wounded, gravely wounded, and just to shut those, just ignore them because I don't care because I'm over here in the mall. No, maybe we should not only show pictures of the coffins that are coming back, but maybe we should explore and show the lives that those men sacrificed and who they were and what they did and what their families were like and their wife and kids and mom and dad that they left behind, that they gave up. And why did they give it up? Because they believed in freedom. And so now we're just going to say, oh, that's not happening? No, it's happening, and you need to know it.
It is kind of strange, right? When you think about how little access to information people really had back in World War II. They were counting on the news, they were counting on newspapers, and now today we have massive, massive access to information instantaneously, but yet you get less of it when it comes to that. Yeah,
and in some ways you get more of it. I mean, obviously when there's an incident that happens overseas, you can find out about it on Twitter as fast as you can find out about it through, waiting for a real news source to come up with it.
But you don't get anything that's like specifically distributed by the U.S. government to let you know the consequences of war and say, hey, folks, we need your support. This is what's really going down. These are American citizens. And this is what's happening to them over there.
Yeah, and then the same thing could be said for, hey, sometimes civilians are going to get killed. Yeah. And what do we do? What do we do then? Do we brush that under the rug and we just show the Americans getting killed? Or do you universally show what's happening, what war is? Man, war is jacked up. I'm here to tell you, war is not glorious. It is not fun, and it is a horrible, horrible event. And so, yeah, I think you should expose it, and I think you should expose it at a high level so that people understand what we're getting into. And as horrible as war is, there's many times throughout history where war is the absolute, in my mind, in my opinion, the right thing to do, and we don't have a choice. And we need to do something when horrible things are happening. And I think that's, on my podcast, I talk about like I said, I talk about war and death and horrible genocide. And that's one of the reasons why I think it's gotten a lot of traction, is because I'm talking about things that are otherwise being ignored. And I think people do want to know. I think people do want to understand war at a deeper level. So that way, when they hear a politician up there saying, hey, we should go to war, they can at least say to themselves, I know what he's talking about. And he's not just talking about, hey, we're going to wave the flag and we're going to send some soldiers over there, they're going to kick ass, they're going to come home, we're going to high five. That's not what war is. And let's not ever forget that that's not what war is. War is a man and another man on a battlefield surrounded by people, civilians, and they're trying to kill each other, and it's a bloodbath, and we shouldn't forget that. And is it necessary sometimes? It absolutely is. It absolutely is necessary sometimes, but we better weigh our minds heavily